Wednesday, April 13th. It's like 1 a.m. I'm doing my readings for class, and we're on week 12 for the politics of sexual violence, and it happens to be on psychiatry, and it's just it feels good. It feels good to be reading, and I know I'm crying, but it's more of this just like relief. This week 12 is on institutional violence, part 6, medicine and psychiatry, and so it's just validating what I've been trying to work on or search. And one of the videos, it's a TED Talk by Sasha Altman on navigating brilliance and madness, focusing on the grassroots mutual aid based approaching to rethinking mental health. And it's called the Icarus project. I'll attach the link, but just reading about it, it's just validation for just what I've been exploring, and this element of, it definitely expands on it further and really looks at a bigger picture of it. But just some of the readings, I'm just emotional. One, because it's a really good reading and video so far, but I think it's just the validation of what I had been questioning this whole year and a half, and just kind of what I've been proposing to a lot of my clients when they're too stuck on the diagnoses, and I take out this little book and I'm just like, how many times this has been rewritten, and remembering, right, those progression of diagnoses. And anyways, I'm grateful that this is being highlighted in this class of preventing politics of sexual violence. And so I'm just getting really emotional about it, because it just, it even talks about like how back in the day too, and not just for women, right, with the whole like emotional like dysregulation, how we women used to be looked at, but just slaves. There was a whole drapetomania, one of the first medical diagnoses in the US, termed it, defined it as the desire for a slave to run away. Like, that's just like ridiculous stuff. And just working with my clients, and how just fixate that they are like that something's wrong with them, and I'm like, no, nothing's wrong with you, just learn to listen to your body, to yourself, to trust yourself again, right? Just why it's just triggering a lot. It's just but I'm grateful for these readings, and I'll do my best to put in the names of the articles to see if you're able to find it, and I'll include the TED Talk. This is just really good information. And yeah. What else? I think that was the main thing. I haven't been dreaming much. I've just been focusing on just getting work done, and yeah, just trying to make sure I stay focused, and yeah. Yeah, it's April 13th. A couple more weeks. You know, I realized that my there you can see it, the drawing that was done of me by someone when I post nude reminds me of the painting. So that's me. I don't know if you're able to see it. And then here's the painting. So it dawned on me the other day, and I was just staring at her. Yeah. Yeah, the video that I posted today was the video of my birth chart, updated birth chart. Oh, there was something about that I had read, that I had listened to it again. I listened to it again, and there was a part about it was the birthing. That's what I titled it. It's so funny when I look at the videos that people watch. Right. It's always the one with the titles that are more like shocking. It's so funny. But just on the creation, right, that gets evoked within me. I'm over here thinking that it's the whole life coaching, which I've totally not even touched. I haven't really built anything on that other YouTube channel. I decided to like hide the videos because I want to redo them. I don't like the intro. I think I'm gonna keep the same type of song and intro from this channel and just transfer it over for that familiarity. So I need to work on that. And I need to work on recording other videos. I haven't, like, school's just kind of like, I'm just trying to balance the readings and my notes and just my self-care, right? Yeah. So the creation within me, poetry, that's what came out. It's poetry is what came out. But we'll see if that does anything. I'm trying to think what else. I thought there was something else. Oh, I started, I'll be, officially training for becoming a peer mentor or peer educator with Project Survive. So I'm excited about that because I've been sharing the information with my clients and going over it with them. I'm terming it psychoeducation and just reviewing, the differences between healthy and like just really, I mean, there's so much knowledge, so much information, right? It's none of this, for those that it applies to, right? We don't have to beat around the bush. If they're ready for the information, I'm giving them the information so that they can be empowered and they can see the patterns. Like I'm seeing my clients and that are making progress, and they're just like, I'm seeing the pattern, and I was able to do this. And so it just speaks to, what happens when you give the power back. Give the power back to the person. Help them feel like they're in the driver's seat of their life again, Yeah. That's I don't know what I was gonna say. I said just wanting to make sure. I think it was the school stuff that kind of triggered me more. Was just reading this paper triggered me. It triggered me, and watching the video. Just so many people think they're broken, and they're not. Or they might feel that way, and that's fine. I'll honor it, but it's still heartbreaking. It's still heartbreaking. That's all. That's all.
Hi, my name is Yubi, and in case you haven't figured it out, this footage is capturing my experience as I learn to navigate my personal spiritual awakening. I am learning that this experience is unique to each one of us. In whatever way we believe we are embracing living our truth, this just happens to be my journey. And despite me having a graduate degree and a license in clinical social work, this by no means is intended to replace any type of mental health advice. This is just me on a personal level, documenting my experience, shedding light on the truth that I am learning and discovering for myself, and really inviting you along for the ride. If by some magical chance you find this content to be helpful in any way, shape, or form, please click the like button, share the message, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have an Instagram account, a personal one, and one specifically for this channel that you're more than welcome to check out. I'm an open book. I have also created t-shirt designs. I'm wearing my favorite one right now, which is the North Node design, but I have that and other things that you can look at inspired by this process and journey, and I have the link in the description box as well as in the about section of my YouTube channel. So you're more than welcome to check those items out. Any type of support is great. Again, if you find this content really helpful or meaningful, sometimes when we take that step and be vulnerable, with showing what's inside our hearts and what's really our truth, we realize that we're much more connected than what we thought we were. And so I hope that as I'm living this experience, and that you find some type of truth for yourself, or find some type of ability to heal in some way just by relating, just by knowing that you're not alone. That really has been my goal with this process, not just being able to connect with others, but really for my own healing. It's definitely been a therapeutic experience and a very creative one for myself. So I thank you, and I wish you all the best, and we'll see what else comes next for me.